The Money Show.
Business Books.
Our business book featured this evening, The Age of AI, Artificial Intelligence, The Age of AI and Our Human Future, by three authors. Daniel Huttenlocher, who is at MIT, so very bright. Eric Schmidt, who we know as the former chief executive and chair of Google. And Henry Kissinger, at 99 years old, the most extraordinary human being alive at the moment, I suspect, in terms of his levels of productivity. He was Richard Nixon's Secretary of State during the Vietnam War, of course, and he's gone and morphed in many weird and wonderful ways over the years and contributing to this book. Reviewing it for us this evening, the head of school at the Wits School of Governance, Professor Qobo. And Prof, what drew you to this particular book on AI, of which there are plenty being written all over the world all the time? What took you into this one?
Thank you, and thank you for that opening question. What really drew me to this book is that it deals with a very important subject for the times we live in. We all talk about the powers that AI possess to harness positive dimensions of humanity, but also some of its dangers. So what I really liked about this book is its balanced perspective in looking at AI, and undoubtedly a very attractive book with three top thinkers in their fields who span international relations, strategy, and technology. So it was compelling for me.
It's astonishing, isn't it, that Henry Kissinger, at the age of 99, is still as clear thinking and as forward thinking as he is.
Certainly, he is a walking encyclopedia. He always reflects on global events. He has a lot to say, but doesn't always say much especially about the current geopolitical tensions among major powers, in particular China and the US, and parts of that do come through in this book, because one of the essential matters of competition between China and the US is over AI.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and Henry Kissinger at 99 is one thing. But again, Huttenlocher and Schmidt, you would expect to be at the very forefront of artificial intelligence, or at least the technologies that enable it. What did you get out of the book? What do you learn from these three great luminaries of 21st century thinking?
One of the striking things in reading this book is that the authors do not start with the advent of AI, but they begin their journey by mapping the history of Western philosophy, the development of ideas over time, going back to Wittgenstein, Kant, and Plato, to try and, paint the role of reason in shaping the world we live in, and what this means. What intellectual development means in the era of AI, and one of the contentions that they make is that there is a possibility for AI to be an extension of human reason. Historically, we worshipped human thought, and perhaps we've reached a new age where AI will play a powerful role in generating answers to some of the complex problems. It's not just these authors, but also if you look at other, tech gurus and founders such as Bill Gates, they make similar observations about the potential of AI to shape our understanding of the world we live in, and offering solution to some of the complex challenges, from medical difficulties to education revamping the education system, simplifying the understanding of maths, to addressing climate difficulties and inequalities. So, and I must say that one of the things I like about this book, which I took out of it, is that although it celebrates the dazzling fiats of technology, it also identifies its limits. For an example, the fact that AI lacks self-awareness, it is prone to hallucinations. It also replicates human biases and prejudices. And perhaps where the authors land this book powerfully is to warn of the dangers of AI in warfare. And we've seen that the use of unmanned autonomous vehicles or drones in warfare, and there exist no multilateral or international disciplines and norms to circumscribe the uses of AI in warfare. And someone has to take responsibility if drones do damage, or robots wrought damage, catastrophes, humanitarian tragedies, and we don't have the basis for that yet. And this book tries to set markers on how we can start to think about some of these norms and disciplines.
Does it talk, it talks positively about a future enabled by AI. Does it paint any sort of picture of a dystopian future, a future that many fear will come about by intelligent machines learning faster than humans can learn, and ultimately humanity almost being consigned to the dustbin of history?
I think this book, and this is one of the another point that is attractive about it, is that it is not dystopian in its take on the role of AI in relation to humanity. It sees them working hand in glove. One of the points, for an example, it makes is that AI cannot code, it cannot develop its own goals. It's not self-aware. So it's always reliant on the information that it is fed by humans. It is dependent on the code that has been developed by humans. And certainly, there will be catastrophes, but these are not to the extent of decimating humanity. And we've seen some of these, such as the recent one involving the Tesla's full self-driving cars, where the parameters or the goals were poorly defined, and you had some safety issues. But these are very isolated kinds of incidents. They are not the sort that some would suggest. That the advent of AI, the Frankensteinian imagery of AI, that is not where the authors are proposing.
Does this book make you look forward to the future just a little bit more?
Certainly. You would have noticed with the ChatGPT when it was unveiled late last year, some welcomed it with apprehension, and some celebrated it. And that really, these technologies, our judgment and evaluation of them expresses our own prejudices, our own fears, our own hopes, our own desires. And I see the world in a better light with the emergence of and the advancement of AI in various applications. I certainly think that, and I think here I am with Bill Gates, who proposed that there's a scope that we can, as human beings, work hand in glove with AI in finding solutions to old and new challenges, and certainly challenges that human beings on their own would take many years, if not decades, to find. And as with technology broadly, there are, of course, downsides, but I think the positives far outweigh the downsides.
Professor Qobo, thank you very much indeed. The head of school at the Wits School of Governance this evening, reviewing our business book this week, The Age of AI and Our Human Future, by MIT Professor Daniel Huttenlocher, also Google chief executive from 2001 to 2011, I think. Plus, he was chair for a while, Eric Schmidt at Google, and Henry Kissinger, the Nixon-era Secretary of State, who has been nothing short of extraordinary in terms of his ability to keep generating thought leadership. I mean, he's written books on leadership in recent years. He's now contributing to books on AI, and it's certainly a very human perspective on artificial intelligence. If this is your proclivity, then the book is The Age of AI and Our Human Future. Daniel Huttenlocher, Eric Schmidt, and Henry Kissinger.